Hey guys, it's Baby Lady, and today I'm going to be showing you how I do my calendar. So currently it is July the 6th, and I have been waiting to do my calendar for this video. So the supplies that you're going to be needing is, of course, a calendar. I have this one. You can hang it up, but I haven't done that yet. I haven't really found a place to do that. But basically, whatever calendar you have, or you can just use a piece of paper and decorate it, it doesn't really matter. The next thing that you'll need is markers. I have these neon point, well, it's basically neon, and it's a dry erase marker, and I use these for my calendar, and I basically coordinate them by the day. So Sunday is orange, yellow is Monday, green is Tuesday, blue is Wednesday, purple is Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday are pink. And that is how it is. If you look at my calendar, that is the color coordination. So the next thing that you're going to be needing is, if your calendar is already filled up with June, then you're going to need something to clean it off. So I have this paper towel, and I just put like some Lysol cleaning spray, and that's basically what I'm going to be using to wipe off all of this. So the first step is, of course, wiping off your calendar if it is filled like mine. So I'm going to start with the title. I am going to be redoing the water the plants and all that, and probably putting it over here. And I'm probably am going to be making some changes to this, but it's still going to be the same concept. So first I'm just going to wipe off June and do all that. I'm basically going to be, kind of doing the same thing as my other one, a tissue, and, wipe it just to get anything else off that the paper towel didn't, and just let it dry for a few minutes, so when you put on the dry erase marker, it won't leave that watery look. So I am basically just going to wipe this off, and I'm just going to let it dry for a few minutes. Even though I did put a tissue on it, I'm just going to let it dry for a few minutes. So I am going to show you what you can do for your title after this is done drying. Okay, so it has been drying for a little bit. It didn't really dry long because I did touch the whiteboard and it didn't really feel wet. So I thought it was okay to go ahead and start. So for July, I thought of doing something themed with July. I thought of using like a orange or a yellow because sometimes it gets really hot. Just something that kind of coordinates, something that can remind you of July. And I think I'm going to be using orange. And then I'm going to draw something with the yellow next to it. So my format of the calendar might be different than yours, but wherever you put your month, do that. But mine goes up here, right where it says month. So you can pause this video and think about what you want to use and what colors, all that stuff. You can pause this video whenever you need to, if you need to think about something, or just rewatch it, whatever you want to do. But I am going to do July in the orange, this one right here, and then I'm going to be doing like a sun with this one right here. Just some little decoration to make it look cuter. So let's do it. So I did July in cursive, and I did a little sun. I tried my best. That might not look like a sun to you, but I tried to do something like a sun with the space that I had. So now that I'm done with that, I am basically going to be moving on to the actual days. So what I do is I do orange for Sunday, yellow for Monday, green for Tuesday, blue for Wednesday, purple for Thursday, and pink for Friday and Saturday. So you can basically kind of do like this so you don't forget. And you can also do row or like column by column or just row by row, whichever one is best for you. So I think I'm going to do column by column just so I can get all of the color that needs to be there done, and I can move on to the next one. So the 1st of July was, the 4th was Saturday, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. The 1st was the Wednesday, because I also got my bands changed on the 1st. So if you need to, you can look at a calendar on your phone to see when the 1st of July is, or whichever month you are doing this for. This applies to every month, but this month I'm doing it for July. So now I am going to start off with Sunday, and yesterday was Sunday, and that was the 5th. So basically, 5th, 12th, 19th, 26th. So basically, you just add 7 every time, because there's 7 days in a week. So I am going to do that first before I actually write down the events that are happening that day. Now that I'm done with that, you can basically fill in the events that happen on the days of July, and I'm just going to do that real quick. Yeah. So now I have all of this filled in, and now I am going to be moving on to the routine that I made. So I'm doing the routine in the notes section, and I'm basically going to be doing kind of the same color coordination as the calendar itself. But basically what I'm doing is I'm going to write each word in one color, like summer, routine, and then the checklist, like the checkbox is going to be one color, and then the actual thing is going to be a different color, and it's going to rotate like that. And then the checkbox is going to be this color, and the actual thing is going to be that color. So it's basically the same color coordination as that, but so I am basically going to be titling this summer routine. You can title it whatever. So I am going to be doing summer in the orange, and then the routine in yellow, and I will probably do like a little squiggly under there. So those are the 3 colors that I am going to be using for the actual title. So the first thing that I put is a kind of like a time span for you to wake up, like 8 to 9. I wake up around 8 to 8:30. Even if I go to bed at midnight, I can still wake up around 8 to 8:30. So basically, just put whatever time you usually wake up during this quarantine and maybe add a little extra minute or like a little extra 30 minutes. Like if you wake up at 8 and sometimes you wake up at 8:30, then put 8 to 8:30. So I am going to be doing that in the blue and the purple. I'm sorry if this is going out of focus. Like some of it, as I'm watching it being filmed, it's doing that, so I'm sorry. You could use one color for the whole thing, like the checkbox and the actual thing, but I am going to be doing it a little bit different. So the next thing that I am going to be putting down is like making your bed, basically like cleaning your room, that type of thing. So the next thing that I am going to put is basically like the things that I do every day in the morning, like watering the plants, things like that. I kind of call them chores, but not necessarily. Like they kind of are and they're kind of not, so that's just what I'm going to be putting next. So the next thing that I am going to be putting is kind of like getting ready for the day and my skincare routine, because I have created one that I am going to be doing a video about soon. So basically getting ready, skincare routine stuff. Now I am basically going to be making breakfast and eating it, because sometimes I do cook breakfast. I can cook eggs and easy stuff like that, but I don't do it always. So now I'm going to be putting free time, or if it's a day that I have to film, then filming. But I kind of put it as free time, to where I can do diamond dots or filming, whatever I need to do that day. I usually do it after breakfast. So now I'm basically going to be putting down like making lunch and eating lunch, because like I said, I can cook easy things but not necessarily hard stuff, so sometimes I help out. So that is what I am going to be putting. But you just put whatever your routine is like. I'm just showing you mine. But you just put whatever yours is. This is just kind of what I do, and kind of like a guide, just so you can see how I do it, and maybe you can put check boxes too, or just do whatever you want to do. Now I'm basically going to be putting free time. I'm basically going to be putting free time, or maybe like a special activity, because in between meals is basically my free time. So I'm going to be putting, free time or a special activity. So I did put craft. Basically, it is like free time, but this is basically going to be where I can do crafting, like crochet, sewing, all that stuff. And the next thing that I'm going to be putting is dinner, basically. Eating it, making it, all of that stuff. So now the next things that I am going to be putting are pertaining to my nighttime routine and basically getting ready for bed. So I'm probably just going to sum it up into getting ready for bed, just so I don't waste a lot of time putting like get a bath, get this, when all I could do is just say get ready for bed. So I'm basically going to be putting free time, or like watching TV. Sometimes I watch TV before I go to bed and I put on a sleep timer, just things like that. So now the last thing that I am going to be putting for my summer routine is a time to where I go to bed. So whatever time you go to bed, or maybe you go to bed late and you want to go to bed earlier, I go to bed around 11 to 11:30 because usually I watch TV or I watch ASMRs, and they're very relaxing for me and they make me sleepy. So if you're having trouble sleeping, I recommend ASMRs because they're just relaxing to me. So I also put this hashtag BBL fan just because I thought of doing this for a video like I am now, so I thought this was a fun little touch. And if you are a YouTuber and you have like a name for your fan base, you could also do that too, whatever you want to do. So this is basically all I am doing. I did eliminate the, feed the dog and all that, and I basically just added that to my routine and just basically incorporated it into my routine. So yeah, basically this is just how I do it, and if you want to try this out, you can, but this is basically for you to get like a guideline. You don't necessarily have to do it like me. Like I've been saying this whole video, you don't have to do it like me. I just thought I would show you guys how I do it because I've really gotten into it now. So this is it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click the bell to get notified every time I post. I post every Saturday and I post bonus videos every Wednesday. Don't forget to like this video if you liked the calendar that I did, and if you thought it was helpful. And my goal for this year subscriber amount, well, basically my goal for subscribers this year is 30, and I'm pretty sure we have 19 right now. That's what it says in my YouTube studios, but I think if you look up my channel on YouTube it says 20. I'm not necessarily sure. I'm pretty sure it's 19 if it says that in the YouTube studio. But our goal is 30, so if you want to get to that goal, hit the subscribe button. Do it. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next Saturday.